Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome once again. Today we are talking about the purpose and power of music. Muziki ni kitu ambacho huwezi shika na mkono, huwezi ona na macho, ila kuisikia tu na masikio. It's something ni kama ni upepo, you understand. You can touch it, but you can feel it. You can feel it. Now, katika Biblia mziki ilitumika na Lucifer as the head of worship kumwabudu Mungu. Kwa hivyo the purpose of music was to worship the Lord. Lakini duniani sasa hivi mziki imekuwa ni ya kuworship wanawake, kuworship wanaume ama kupeana ujumbe fulani. The music of the world is perverted. And who has perverted? The biggest enemy of the world, Lucifer, is still the one who has perverted music. So you need to understand, music was specifically in all the verses in the Bible, the book of Psalms, music was specifically used to worship only one God. But nowadays it's used to sell agenda. One being sex, artists propagating a false lifestyle, a culture like drawing tattoos, smoking weed. They sing about weed, smoking weed, how good it is, how it will make you become wise. They sing about a false lifestyle. And as I'll quote one of my friend Mr. T said, and even the Bible says, what are the challenges of the world? Pride of life, and lust of the flesh and lust of the eyes. So they propagate the lust of the eyes. I have this. Rappers in USA, I have this. The lust of the flesh. When it comes to women, they propagate sexuality. Every music in the world, women have to wear provocatively. They have to go close to naked. They have to show their thighs. They have to show their breast. They have to make it look sexual and sexy. All this is to propagate an agenda. Every music in the world has an agenda. If you see a rapper and you observe that rapper, they'll sing from 2010 to 2021. He or she is singing about his private parts, his body worship. They know the power of music. They know if you listen to this music, it will get into your subconscious. And when the music gets into your subconscious, it's hard to get it out. As a believer, some of the things I'm struggling with is to get out the secular songs I had when I was in the world. When it hits your subconscious, you find yourself singing about a woman. They sing about sex. Music has an agenda. Nobody is just singing in this world. It's either you are singing for God or the things of this world. If you look at their music video, they are almost naked, propagating an agenda. Music is one of the most powerful evangelical tools. The father of this world is evangelizing using music. He has set up system and endorsing artists. You find an artist getting paid, an artist who is telling people to kill each other, a lady who is singing about sleeping with older men, or telling young kids about sex before marriage is okay, getting a lot of money, getting paid heavily. They do get paid heavily, more than teachers, more than doctors, more than people in the society who are doing substantial and beneficial things. You can never underestimate the power of music. Some of these Hollywood stars, after they do their masters, they cast demons to their masters. When you hear that song, it becomes irresistible. That song hits the inner part of your soul. They get the melodies from the spiritual realm. Nowadays, you don't go to any concert. Some concert, like the other day, an artist called Travis Scott, 8 people died. It was a sacrifice. Some concert you attend and you get into another realm. That's where you get bombazled. That's when you get confusion. They take your soul. They bond you. When the artist is lifting up the hand, some of those artists, they are casting spells on you. And that's why every time you go to a concert, you come out of it, with a certain spirit of maybe lust, or you want to look for money. You just feel like there is something that you have been impacted. You want to be like the artist that you've seen on that stage. Some of these concerts, people live and their life get destroyed forever. They go and engage in sexual matter for their first time. If you go to a heavy metal concert, they are no longer afraid to tell you they serve the devil. A lot, you can Google is your friend. A lot of them, they have confessed they worship Satan. Some of this music, when you see a musician singing about a woman from January to January, nothing else, just a woman, who is his God? Whatever you love with your mind, heart, and soul is your God. The worship, the rise and the worship of women through music is terrible. The worship of men, sexualizing men, is terrible. You can never underestimate the power of music. Music can heal a fainting soul. When they go to the concert, these women in front of thousands, they are not ashamed to be naked. You think it's the fashion, and men lust after them. I wish you can see those concerts. I wish you can see how they spread. They are being used as agents to spread lust. Nowadays, women think dressing like a prostitute is fashion. You can never underestimate the power of music. It's because of music Lucifer was able to be worshipped by a third of angels. He was able to convince. He used to worship in heaven, and he used to be admired. That's why in all athletes, the people who have power, apart from politicians, you can never see. It's very hard to see a politician using a footballer for endorsement, but they do use musicians. There is nothing that has power like music, I tell you. You can watch football and not be addicted and to a worship like state. But you can follow music religiously. They cast spell. Music was perverted. In concert, when the artist is telling people to lift their hands up, both of their hands as a sign of worship, telling them to do signs, it's registering in your subconscious spirit. Some of these artists, they have confessed that when they are on stage, they are not themselves. One called Nicki Minaj claimed that he is operating with a guy called Roman. Beyonce has an alter ego called Sasha Fierce. Diamond Platnumz has an alter ego called Simba. Harmonize has an alter ego called Tembo. Rayvanny has an alter ego called Chewy. You need to to understand when they mention the spirit they are operating with. We follow them blindly. When they sing, when Celine Dion gives you a song, it is a gift that it was given to her by God, but it's being used by the world. All these artists you see, their gift was from God. Music is being used in every commercial advert. Music is being used in every activation, in every rally, every event. Music has to be there. In every dowry ceremony, every wedding. Every car has a radio in this world. You need to understand what I'm talking about. If you don't go to the concert, you have the radio, you have the TV, you have your car. And it has been perverted. The Bible says David used to play his harp until the evil spirit could leave Saul. David used to worship God in music. He used to play heavenly melodies. Mpaka mapepo zinamwachilia Saul. The world, as long as you are ready to be, your gift to be used by the devil for his evangelistic work, he is willing to give you all the kingdoms of this world. Ask yourself, why are artists killing themselves in Hollywood? Google on YouTube or on Google on internet. How many artists have died out of suicide? How many famous artists? Are you telling me that the only thing a rapper can sing is all about guns and women and cocaine? Are you telling me that a rock star cannot sing of anything but drugs and women and how you want to die? When these artists sign and get and be endorsed by a lot of money, their will is no longer in control. Wanakontroliwa. Wanaambiwa mtaimba hivi. They own the media. They can make you believe that a song is good. They own YouTube. They own Google. They can advertise your song. They can make the people know that your song is good, whether you love it or not. Some songs, according to me, since I started following the ways of Lord, I can tell you this song is not good, but the world will tell you I don't know the true taste. Heavy metal is one of the most sickening music you can ever listen. Rock music is one of the most sickening music. The hip hop music, if the words are not making sense, it's bogus. If you see, even in concert, they show you signs of one-eyed, telling you, like in this picture below, telling you who they serve. The one-eyed that is on the pyramid, the eye of illumination. Do you guys know how many people go to church but they have not been delivered from the spirit of Antichrist that is operating kwa mziki? Do you know how long it took me to unfollow secular artists, and I'm still nikipata mtu sijamu unfollow bado nikigundua na unfollow? They take a girl from nowhere and make him an idol, and they allow that girl to propagate the culture. Nowadays they only propagate about self-love and self-reliance and being an independent woman, and a woman using any man she wants. When you meet a woman in Nairobi wearing provocatively, just try and find out who is giving her value. Nani anampatia value? If we ban all the foreign music and Kenya, we say, you know what? People should sing decently. Then soberness will come. Can you believe these people? They show you who they serve. They are with the scars on a stage. These are famous artists with the millions of followers, with real dead skulls, bones. They are telling you who they worship. Dressing, telling you that they get their power from the dark world, the dead world. Wake up, don't just sing any music. Tattoos. Who is spreading? Do you know that cigarette was first promoted through music? Famous artist na wako wanaambiwa vitu mingi. Wewe tu ukiwa kwa video onekana ukivuta fegi, ukiwa interview onekana ukivuta fegi. Hata usiseme vuteni sigara, just make it look cool. Every artist is embracing the idea of drawing tattoo. Rock artists, all of them, they have confessed they serve the devil. They sing about the rituals they do, about drinking blood, sleeping with the children, and all kind of thing. But you don't listen to what these people are saying. You just listen to the beat and the hype of the moment. Can you imagine a song by Lil Nas trending in Kenya #1? Who are watching these guys? Lil Nas is not known in Kenya, but people are worshiping him. People are worshiping him. People are worshiping him. They are forcing him into us, into our market. They have sponsored all his project. A gay rapper who is not ashamed to say he's a gay rapper. Wake up. Wake up. And they will always show you the signs by their hands. You see these women up here, plastic. This is not true beauty. They are afraid of getting old. They know who they serve. Too much makeup, too fake lipstick, fake eye, fake everything from hands, fake everything. Forced beauty, lost identity. They have mocked God, selling perversion. Old women above 40 years, but they are afraid of getting old. Wake up. Be careful who you follow. These artists, some of them, they are agents of the devil. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled.